For the beginning of this lesson, I'm going to go over all the information you need, and then after that, I'm going to test you on the information. These 5 lines are called the staff. Say staff. So here's the staff. On the lines, we use a sentence. Empty, garbage before Dad flips. Say that. Between the lines are spaces. The spaces, we spell the word face. F-A-C-E. Spell face. These are called bar lines. The bar lines are vertical. Here's a bar line, a bar line, a bar line, a bar line. Between the bar lines are measures. So here is a measure, a measure, a measure, a measure, and a measure. How many measures are in this line of music? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures, because between every set of bar lines is a measure. Next one. Let's look at these notes. The round part of the note is called the head, because your head is round. So this is the head. The line, vertical line going up, connected to the head right here, is called a stem. Say stem. So here's a head, a stem, a bar line. Here is a dot. That makes the note more beats than it is already. The curved line, I use yarn for this. To connect 2 notes, see that curved line there? That's called a tie. See how you have one note above the other? These 2 notes are played or sung at the same time. It's called harmony. So to make harmony, you just play or sing 2 notes at once. If you had 3 notes or 4 notes at a time, it's called a chord. So say chord. But if your chord specifically just had 3 notes, it's called a triad. Just like a triangle has 3 sides, a triad has 3 notes. So let's go over the different kinds of notes. If the note just has a head and there is no stem and it's not filled in, it's called a whole note. Say whole note. Whole note is 4 beats. If the note has a head and it's not filled in, but it has a stem as well, it's called a half note. Say half note. Half note is 2 beats. If you have a half note with a dot after it, this is called a dotted half note, and it's 3 beats. If you have the head, and the head is filled in with color and a stem, it's called a quarter note. Say quarter note. How many beats is a quarter note? 1 beat. So how many beats is a whole note? Whole note is 4 beats. How many beats is a half note? A half note is 2 beats. How many beats is a dotted half note? A dotted half note is 3 beats. How many beats is a quarter note? A quarter note is 1 beat. What is this called? This is called a bar line. What is between 2 bar lines, this space here? It's called a measure. How many measures are in this line of music? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures in this line of music. What do we call this curved line? It's called a tie. Say we tied these 2 quarter notes together. How many beats is that? Since every quarter note is 1 beat, this will be a 2-beat note, just like a half note. What if we tied a half note and a quarter note together? We tie this note and that note. How many beats is that? That's 3 beats because 1 plus 2 equals 3. So this is called a tie. You could even tie a whole note to a quarter note. How many beats would that be? That would be 5 beats because you have 4 plus 1 equals 5. But we're going to leave the tie here and make this a 3-beat note. And here's a question. You know now these two are tied together equal 3 beats. What note by itself equals 3 beats? Dotted half note equals 3 beats. So what do you call it when you have more than one note at a time? Whether you sing the 2 notes or you're playing the 2 notes, it's called harmony. What do you call it? What if you had 3, or if you had 4 notes, or what if you even had 5 notes? That's called a chord. What if your chord only had 3 notes, specifically 3 like that? That's called a triad, just like a triangle. What do you call this part of the note, the round part? This is called the head. What part of the note is this? This is the stem. Does the head of the whole note have color in it? No, the whole note is empty inside. You can even see the line through there. Let's talk about lines and spaces. You learned that the lines are what sentence? The sentence is empty garbage before dad flips. What about the spaces? F-A-C-E. So now let's talk about if a note's on a line or a space. So you might see, say you see this note, and you say, well, this is an F here, it's sitting on the line, so that's on a line. Actually, this is between 2 lines, so we're going to say this is on a space. Now, in this case, look at this half note. You can see the line through it. Let me use this as a pointer. See that line through there? This is on a line. So when we say a note's on a line, it actually means the line is going through the middle of the head of the note. So let's see if you can tell lines or spaces. Is this on a line or a space? Since that line hypothetically goes through a note, this is on a line. Is this on a line or a space? Since it's between the 2 lines, it's actually in the space between it. So we're going to call this on a space. What about this note? Is it on a line or a space? Because it's between the 2 lines and it's in this space between them, this is on a space. What about this whole note over here? Is it on a line or a space? Since the line goes through the head, you can even see it in there. This is on a line. All right, so next thing. What kind of note is this? This is a quarter note. How many beats is a quarter note? 1 beat. Let's clap and count. Ready, go. 1. What kind of note is this? This is a dotted quarter note because it has a dot. That's right. This is a dotted half note. How many beats is a dotted half note? A dotted half note is 3 beats. Let's clap and count. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Some people think, well, the dot is another note. No, it's not. The dot and the note together is 1 unit for 3 beats. Let's clap and count this. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. What kind of note is this? This is a half note. How many beats is a half note? 2 beats. Let's clap and count. Ready? Pretend it starts on beat 1. Ready? Go. 1, 2. But since this starts on beat 2, we're going to count it as 2, 3. What kind of note is this? This is a whole note. How many beats is the whole note? 4 beats. Let's clap and count. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clap and count this half note. Ready, go. 1, 2. Let's clap and count the quarter note. Ready, go. 1. Let's clap and count. Dotted half note. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. What do you call this vertical line? Bar line. What does it divide the song into? Divides it into measures. What do you call the curved line connecting the 2 notes? It's called a tie. What do you call this vertical line coming up from the head? It's called a stem. What do you call the round part of the note? It's called the head. This is also what determines what letter the note is. And I might as well let you know this right now. Stems can be upside down. Whoa. But this is still in the same line. So look, what is the sentence for these lines? Empty garbage before dad flips. So what letter is this? Empty garbage before dad. This is a D. Guess what? If you turn it upside down, it's still a D because the head is on the 4th line. Empty garbage before dad. So these stems can be upward or downward, and it's still a quarter note, and this is still a D. What letter is this? Spaces spell F-A-C-E, so this is an A. But if you turn it upside down, the head is still between those 2 lines, so it's in a space F-A. That's still an A. We'll keep the stem right side up. But for the D's, let's put them down because if you have those stems up, they're traveling up way too high. So let's put the stems down. They can be down. Yes, absolutely can be. So, what do you call when there's more than 1 note played at a time? It's called harmony. Let's clap and count this whole rhythm. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? This counts as 3 beats. This goes 4, 1, 2. Let's try that. Ready? Go. 4, 1, 2. Let's have some fun. Let's go backwards. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you probably figured something out. After every bar line is what beat? 1. This is 1. This is 1. That's how you find beat 1. What do you call these 5 lines? They're called the staff. What is the sentence for the lines? Empty garbage before dad flips. Say that without me. What about the spaces? What do they spell? Face. Spell face. F-A-C-E. Do that without me. Is this note on a line or a space? Since the line goes through the middle of the note, it's on a line. Is this note on a line or a space? Since it's between the 2 lines, it's on a space. What letter is this note? Empty garbage. G. What letter is this note? F-A-C-E. That's A. What letter is this note? Empty garbage before dad flips. Dad starts with the letter D. What letter is this note? Empty garbage. Garbage starts with a G, so this is a G. What letter is this? Spaces are F-A-C-E. This is F. What letter is this? It's on a line. empty garbage for dad. This is D. What letter is this? This is A. F-A-C-E. What letter is the bottom note? Empty garbage before dad flips. This note is a G. What about the top note? It's on a space. F-A-C-E. So this is C. And what do you call these 5 lines again? They're called the staff. How many beats is a dotted half note? 3 beats. How many beats is a half note? 2 beats. How many beats is a whole note? 4 beats. How many beats is a quarter note? 1 beat. What do you call this line connecting the 2 notes? It's called a tie. How many beats are these together? 1 beat plus 2 beat equals 3.